Ladies and gentlemen, my name is TotalBiscuit. A little chivalry for you. Yes, chivalry. I think you've probably noticed that there are a number of channels posting content from this, and they all seem to be from the TGS network. Why would that be? Why would that be? Well, the reason is that we're gonna have a bit of a battle royale. Yes, yes. I mean, it's going to be rather interesting, no doubt. Why is everyone trying to kill me? Why is everyone trying to kill me? Oh. Yes, this battle royale is going to be between members of the Game Station network, including Husky, Dodger, Jesse, I believe Yogscaster involved in some way. Guns for Hire is in here as well, and wow, this is one massive great mess that's going on here. This is a free-for-all game in the arena, and I'll probably do something objective-based. We'll see what the server decides to choose. It's going to be an interesting encounter, no doubt. I'm intrigued to see if any of these guys are actually any good at it. I know Jesse did a Fan Friday on it. Yogscast just did something with this game. I haven't actually had a chance to play this game in a number of weeks, which is unfortunate because I enjoyed it quite a bit, but I think maybe I burnt out a little bit. LOL! Yeah. Uh-oh. I think I burned out a little bit on it when I was doing the massive, great, huge, stonking video on the subject of this game. And then I just decided not to play for weeks because I didn't feel like it anymore. But the launch was a bit rocky for these guys, apparently. There were some lag issues here and there. We've still had some server disconnection problems, which is certainly very unfortunate indeed. But it is happening. We've been solid on this server, but all the servers we joined before this, we ended up getting disconnected from after about 20 minutes, which was not great. Again, I don't really know what actually causes that problem. Wow, everyone's playing that at the moment. I'm gonna go Bardiche then. If they get these guys are gonna play that way, I think I'm gonna go do a little bit of Bardician and see how that works out. At the end of the day, it's an FFA. I need to be hitting as many people as possible, and generally the best way to do that is to get out the Bardiche. It's not a good start thus far on this particular FFA, not at all. So we're gonna need to play a little bit better than this, are we not? Yes, yes. Right, here's a nice little melee we can wade into, and nice newbie horizontal swings. Horizontal swings, what pretty much every new player does in this game, and it's understandable really, because you got the biggest chance of hitting somebody, but it's also incredibly easy to dodge for anyone that knows what they're doing. Like, most of these guys are probably fairly happy that I don't know what I'm doing, but you can jump over and dodge under horizontal swings. They also take the longest, they're the least precise, they have a tendency of hitting your friends, which in FFA is not really all that important, but in team-based games it most assuredly is. Toss a couple of axes over there, miss horribly, because the ranged weapons in this game never, ever work out well for me. I think that's mostly due to my own personal incompetence rather than any problems with the system. Although, as I mentioned in the comparison video, I definitely prefer the War of the Roses ranged system. Oh god. There we go, you can sit down now. I think you need a break. As you can see, I am a cut above the rest. Where's the... Uh-oh, I'm surrounded again. There you go. How did that not connect with anything? Ah, right, well I'm wading in there, 11 to 8, I'm getting there. I just need to climb to the top of the ladder on this one. I don't believe they're putting any new content in the game yet, which is quite surprising. The game has been out for quite a little bit of time now, and I was maybe expecting some more content, but it seems like they're focusing, for the most part, on bug fixing. Understandably so. Yeah, you can sit down. Can I... Ah, I can't activate the switch, that's always so funny. That lights up an area of the level with fire, which is always amusing. Nope. None of that, thank you very much. Have it overhead, and your arm can come off. Anyone else? Oh, it's a man-at-arms, how cute. Okay. Nice big horizontal swing to the gut, and a stab. And we'll block that, and you're dead. Next. Okay, he's got a mace, fair enough. Alright, so horizontal swings, not so optimal against this guy, because he is using a shield, so there is someone behind him, which is going to cause him a number of problems. Oh, he gets in close, gets a good hit. There's someone behind me? They probably are, okay. Right, big melee going on now, so you can resort to horizontal swings in this situation, because you're probably going to get a few more kills that way. And down I go. 16 for 9, not too bad. Climbing up that rank. It's always nice when the TGS guys get a chance to just go at it, because, I don't know, I think there's maybe a little bit of pent-up aggression there that we so desperately need to work out of our systems, and this Battle Royale should be a good chance to do that. Anyone else want some Chivalry's been pretty popular on the network. Kraken did a really successful video on it. Obviously, I did a really successful video on it as well. Now, Yogscast wants in. So, you know, of all of the games that I think we could jump on and really get into, Chivalry's definitely not the worst choice possible. It could be Happy Wheels. Now, the game's fun. It's something that you don't really get an awful lot of, unfortunately, in the games industry at the moment, which is this big melee-focused, brutal combat system. It does it pretty well. You know, it's quite slow-paced combat system. Ooh, this guy knows what he's doing. I can't have any of that. And someone takes me down from behind, but hey. I'm glad to see this game doing well. Surprisingly successful, actually. You know, it continually pops back up in the top-selling list. This is actually a really big indie hit for these guys. The mod was fairly popular, but that doesn't necessarily guarantee any commercial success, especially when you're going to charge 25 bucks for it. But at the moment, we're having a good time of it. We've got Natural Selection 2 that's doing really, really well indeed. Go away. Oh. There's the problem with FFA, is someone's probably behind you. Get your back to a wall so that you don't have to worry too much about that. Come on, really? There you go. Have a little bit of a stab. See how that one goes for you. No, that's not accurate. Try again. Try again. Come on. Try again. Oh. Interrupting. Sit down, and you too. Thank you. This is what you get for interrupting. It's very impolite. One should mind their manners in this particular arena. This is an arena of chivalry, of course. What else could it be? Yeah, you can go down too. Thank you. Oh, wow. Oh, it's like, oh, yes, the arena's a bit of a mess, to say the least. There's a lot of spawning behind people. God, in this position, it's just like reaping corn. It really is. Ooh, nice block, okay. Oh, that spear's a bit vicious. Want to watch out for that. I'm in a corner now, aren't I? Not good. Let's stab, and down I go. 22 for 14, though, that's okay. FFA's a little bit of fun, isn't it? I do like playing the man-at-arms here, even if it's nowhere near as durable or effective in large melees, just because of the presence of the oil pot. Poking Husky. Can I punch him to death? Yes, good. Yeah, sit down. I love the fact that there's even the option to punch people. That's great. Not that anyone in their right mind would actually use that, but hey. Oh, sit down. There we go. Swing from the back. Okay, he's going for the block. Let's go for the overhead instead. Knock him back a little bit. A little bit of damage. Come around from the flank. Big swing on his friend. Okay, he's out of range. I do have a range advantage over that guy with the Warhammer, but I definitely don't want to be hit by it. Hurts quite a bit. Okay, successful block. And on me as well. Okay. There you go. Armor's off. The whole feign attack and go in again is effective, but it seems to only be all that effective against people who know what they're doing. That's the problem. Wildly swinging at them and relying on them not being able to block your attacks can actually be more effective against newer players. It's when you get to this kind of, I suppose, mid-level of player skill, and you're able to block fairly reliably, that's when you have the tendency to possibly overblock. And at that point, you can really take advantage of that if you know how to do the cancel-out combo. Oh, that's a big hit. Alright, let's block out of that. Uh-oh. Don't like the angles on this, not at all. Let's try and keep him away. I don't quite have the overhead range here. Maybe toss a few axes into the fray. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's probably me dead. Yep, screwed up my block there. But it's something you want to always bear in mind. If you play overly complex, then a guy that's just spamming at you will actually beat you. So, it's a bit unfortunate, but that's just the way that pretty much any game that has a complex parry system has a tendency of working. Okay. Just take out Husky, because why not? Stabby, stabby. Someone is protecting him. There's a spy somewhere in our midst. Can't have that. 30 to 17. This bloody My Little Pony bastard is doing incredibly well. One has to assume it's some kind of trickery, witchery perhaps. Heresy against the God Emperor. Oh yeah, this is not going to go well. Pick one's battles. Although unfortunately in the arena, you often don't have the chance to do that. Another thing I've been noticing, actually, is that the game does appear to be having some issues, I think, with the attacking side not being able to win on certain levels. There we go. That activates the flames. Excellent. I think maybe it just might be a lack of skill and honestly a situation where people aren't playing properly as a team. That might have something to do with it there. But it seems like there are certain levels where it's very, very difficult to win as the attacking side. The second part of the level where you have to light a big beacon to get your ships to come in, and you've then got to destroy 4 trebuchets. The last trebuchet is really hard to destroy because it's very, very easy to defend with 32 players, and there aren't any siege weapons you can really use there, so it can be tricky, to say the least. Tricky. In this case, this is probably my favorite level. Do I go for Billhook or Bardiche? Well, it's got a lot more speed to it. The Billhook is not too shabby at all. I haven't really spent too much time looking at the numbers, like time to kill. That would be quite a useful thing to know, because do you really want to trade speed if it's an extra swing that you need to take in order to do damage? Not necessarily, if you're confident that your initial engagement will be successful. There are a lot of numbers involved in this. Ah, the battle cries. There is also a full selection of taunts available, which are very, very amusing indeed. But yeah, you should be able to see these videos coming out on Monday for the Battle Royale. Well, that's what's going to happen. Mine's probably going to be out on Tuesday, most likely. And you'll be able to watch it from everyone's different perspective. I don't think there's a plan to stream it as far as I know, but everyone will be recording their stuff. Everyone's just screaming. I love it. Get out of the way. I'm going to toss an axe in that general direction. There you go. We'll start off with you Agathian scumbags. Oh, wow. That was an unfortunate situation. So a bit of a poke. Okay. Uh-oh. Coming in. Oh, there's 3 of them. Ah. You know, I really shouldn't have used my name in this game, because everyone sees me and instantly goes for me. That is, unfortunately, one of the nerd world problems that we suffer from while making YouTube videos. Nothing that too many people should be concerned about. We've got a few more kills in, and then I think I'll wrap this up. As I said, it was just a bit of a practice session. Most of the guys in the network seem to be uploading their practice sessions, so I thought, hey, why not? Might as well. Let's get it done. Oh, man, the dismantling of a player is a joyful thing to behold. I think just backing them off into a corner, and when they suddenly realize, oh yeah, I'm gonna die here, that's when it becomes amusing. Let's get a couple of axes out. Uh-oh. This man-at-arms wants to play, and he's gonna be able to do that as well. Oh. There is one thing that you really do have problems with. Even if you crank up the FOV as high as you can possibly get it, it's still difficult to see people coming in from the side, which you can do in War of the Roses. You've got a lot more field of view, you've got a lot more situational awareness available to you. Which is why I suppose it's a bit of a risk creating a first-person melee game. But I feel that the immersion factor of getting right up in the face of someone and the sheer brutality of the game does make up for that. Alright, you're gonna die every now and again. Okay, fine. But you gotta do stuff like that, and you gotta take off people's heads, and it's awesome. So it's hard to argue with it. Oh, he's getting in close. Oh, Christ. Wow. I really am out of practice. I'm gonna have to perform a hell of a lot better on Monday. This is absolutely unacceptable. I have a feeling it's Black Ops that's completely and totally ruined it for me. Like, any semblance of skill that you had, well, you have to trade that in for a copy of Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Evidently. Where's me instant kill knife? Where is it? Not here. Oh, I don't believe I missed. That was terrible by me. Get him around the tree. Be careful with the horizontal swings around the tree. That was your arm, I believe. I'll take that. You won't need it when the revolution comes. Haha, through the head. Love it. Oh, I used to be an adventurer like you, too. Wow, that guy's bald. I think he lost his hat. How unfortunate for him. We need to push little cart, and it's not happening here. A really, really bad example of team play. I'm just going to get out of the way and let my friends deal with that. Let's continue to push. That was a good hit. A solid hit. A manly hit. An honorable hit. Yeah, to the gut. Yeah, to the back. I'm not entirely sure about the billhook. It seems fine. It feels good, but the weight behind the Bardiche is pretty awesome. I think you can still get some really good kills with it, but I need to seriously have a look at the numbers before Monday and find out what the optimal weapon to use. I know, I'm sad, aren't I? It's pathetic, really. I'm min-maxing my builds for this particular game. Unfortunately, I don't have everything unlocked as of yet. All of my unlocks in the beta melted away when the release version came out, which made me sad. You know, getting in the melee is actually so unimportant. It's more important to push that cart, so let's get on that instead. Make sure that these dastardly fellows do not prevent us from making that happen. Okay, being flanked from the back. Gotta watch out for that. Oh, he's close. Alright. Oh, God. Yeah, completely overwhelmed. This is where I wish I had a shield. So the one disadvantage with the Vanguard is the complete inability to have that, but you can do a lot of nice precision strikes with lengthy weapons. They have the longest weapons in the game, so if that's what you're looking for, then that's the best way to do it. Alright, let's push forward once again and see how things go. Yeah, we do need more pushing. What are we on? 5 minutes left before we have to push it to the gates. That's going to be tricky, actually, from this distance. I'm not too keen on it. A lot of the guys just get involved in the melee and don't actually play the objective, regardless of the fact that there's this big push sign over there. Must push, continue to push. Get on with it. Yeah, that was a good hit. Yeah, you're going down now. That's your head. Thank you very much. It belongs to me. It seems a little hollow. Perhaps I could drink or sup or quaff my wine from it. Thank you. Yeah, you by all means, you keep trying. Uh-oh. This is where it gets ugly. That guy has a crazy weapon. Where the hell did he get that from? I always look a little bit cautiously at anyone that has a weird weapon that I haven't seen before. It's like, oh man, this guy's unlocked something. He knows what he's doing. It's a little disturbing. Alright, this push is going okay. We're almost at the gates. And then, of course, we enter that tunnel where things start to get really brutal. Well, if he's going to come at me, bro, then I might as well give him a start. A little bit of a knockback there. He's out of range. That should be a hit. And a bit poke. And someone comes in from the side, and the finish off from the back. Yes, warfare in this game might be brutal, but it is still a little bit of a dance. That was a nice little hit. And then, of course, people can very easily get overwhelmed. Hello. Oh, yeah, like that. Like that. When people come in from the sides, like, I can't block it. I can't block it. It's too much. It is overwhelming. Alright, how's the pushing going on? Cart's right there. Get to the bloody cart. Oh, nice job, Archer, dude. You sacrifice your life for the glory of the Masonic Order. Yes. Keep pushing. I'm not sure if Husky's even still in the game, actually. Yeah, I don't see one on the other team. Yeah, I think he's run off. How unfortunate for him. Oh well, that's fine. We'll finish off this particular game. That sword looks amazing. Probably completely ineffective, but awesome nonetheless. Push the bloody cart. One should also bear in mind that there are usually a number of ways of getting to said cart. Alright. Okay, we've got a potential 1v1 encounter here. To the face! Well, it was going well until that guy decided he wanted to get involved. Should have aimed for the neck. What I want is the slowest weapon in the game that does by far the most damage. I think the Bardiche is definitely up there, but it may not be the most powerful. I just like getting these really decisive swings in. I don't really like swinging away and getting through blocks. I just like to avoid blocks coming from the flank with a really powerful, accurate shot. Which is what you want to do if you're playing Vanguard. That's the best class for that. Alright, we can definitely push through this. There's really no reason to... Oop. There you go. One leg. God, I'm gonna die. Instantly gonna die. Come on! My team does not appear to understand. Oh, we got it, we got it. Nice. Okay, spawn forward. Spawn forward. Let's get a move on. Now things start to get a little bit ugly for them. Got the friendly fire potential here. I'm gonna get killed by my own guys if I'm not careful. Right, so we're through the first one. That should hit. There we go. That's what I like to see. Dodge the charge. Maybe just, you know, just poke. Friends don't let friends horizontal swing in a melee, so poke. Accurately poke at your target to make sure that you don't hurt them. I'm almost afraid that I'm giving tips to the other guys for that Battle Royale tomorrow, but honestly, I'd rather they don't play terribly, because it's just more fun that way. Ooh, this guy is tricksy. There you go. You can have a few axes. That should soften him up a little. Wow! That was surprising. My timing was clearly off there. It looked good. TotalBiscuit is an asshole. Just remember that. Can't trust the guy in space. Absolutely not. I think it is time, perhaps, to finish this one off. One way or the other, this game is still as fun as I had in the beta, honestly. I'm now going to die, aren't I? I charged a little bit too far forward. Where are my friends? Where are my friends? Oh, nice job. Yeah, nice job, Savage Cabbage. This is going okay, but not great. We do need to push that cart a little further. Yeah, it's still about as fun as it was in beta. They seem to have tightened it up a little bit, but it still has those disconnection problems and lag issues every now and again. On a 32-player server, this is a complete and total massacre. And that's cool, but some people are really going to hate it. Maybe they were looking for dueling and precision. Well, you're not going to get that. Yeah, you sit down. Yeah, I got a fancy sword, la-di-da. Well, I cannot fear fancy sword. And I'm going to come for your archers. We come for the archers, but they stay because they're dead. Thank you very much. Hello. Goodbye. A little poke at him. Easy poke. Easy poke. Oh, what? God damn it! Well, we're almost there, but I'm not too happy with our progress as of yet. Also, I'd like to point out that these games have a tendency of dragging on as well. If you're looking for quick games, then I wouldn't be playing Team Objective mode. The Deathmatch modes and the FFAs are much, much more appropriate for that kind of thing. But Team Objective can drag on. Usually there's like a 15-minute time limit on each objective, so you can expect a lot of these to go 45 minutes to maybe an hour if they happen to last for the longest possible period of time. That would have been awesome if it actually connected with anything at all, but it didn't. There you go, in the face. And well, how did that not... There are times when the blocking system does feel a bit odd, because that was fairly well aimed, I felt, and yet the block didn't actually connect at all. I think that's the issue when you've got a target-based block system rather than the directional blocking system that's in something like War of the Roses. It can be tricky to determine what's going to block and what cannot. Like, maybe they just need to tighten that up a bit. I wouldn't say that they need to make it more forgiving. That, I think, would make the game a little bit too easy. The precision is part of what makes the game fun. But it does feel like sometimes, every now and again, things just don't quite connect the way they're supposed to. Man, that sword is quick. Surprisingly so. Thought, oh, you know, he's not going to be able to get the swing in before me, but mid-swing, he's already connected. I have to wonder if it's also a netcode thing as well. You know, there's lag, and you've got to account for that. You see something coming at you, and it's actually maybe a fraction of a second ahead of where you think it is, but... yeah, one way or the other, folks. You should be paying attention to the Battle Royale that's going to be happening on Monday. Chivalry, you've gotten plenty of coverage from me already, I think, but you will be seeing the Battle Royale coming on Monday or Tuesday. This kind of stuff's just fun. We like doing this. I think we need to do more of it. It's a good laugh. Chivalry is currently available on Steam, at Gamersgate, and all good digital retail platforms. It's currently about $25, your regional equivalent. It is well equipped, and if you want to see more information on it, then I would strongly recommend that you check out my Deadliest War video, which has a fairly in-depth one, even might say a review. I believe it could be quantified and qualified as that. Yeah, it's pretty much a review and a comparison between these two big medieval titles, but joyfest nonetheless for anyone that actually enjoys this kind of thing. My name has been TotalBiscuit, with a little bit of a practice session for War of the Roses, for the Battle Royale for TGS. Oh yeah, let's have a triple. You know you want a triple. Come on, he's a poke. No. Stop swinging wildly at me, you bastard. There we go. Fine, I shall take the double kill. Saw that coming a mile away. I'll see you next time.